Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a playlist of FortiNAC overview, the functionality of FortiNAC. We're going to have some demos on FortiNAC and some configuration done on FortiNAC. FortiNAC is a Fortinet network access control solution that can secure your network, give you enough visibility across your ecosystem, and do a level of control and automated responses. We are going to learn all that in this playlist video. So we'll start with the Fortigate modeling and security fabric. So in this part, we'll configure the initial setup, adding Fortigate to FortiNAC inventory, configuring logical networks and security fabric settings. So we want to first configure the logical networks. So we go to network under in the menu, then go to logical networks, and we'll define our logical networks by adding to the logical networks. Here we have the production, the BYOD network, logical network, the guest, zero trust, at risk, and VPN safe. These are the logical network we are going to define for our users, and also we're going to add it to the network policies and all that. So let's just configure this and get along. So then we need to add the FortiGate firewall and the FortiSwitch to the inventory of FortiNAC. So go to network and inventory. Then we add the information of the FortiGate device here. So click on expand the container of the directories. So go to Fortigate HQ, expand it, then add device. Under this, we supply the information that's 110.200.2.254. So the SNMP protocol we'll be using is SNMP version 2C. Then we'll also give it the security string supplied to it as well. Then the username and password also will be given. This is how you add any device, be it Fortigate device or any third-party device, to the inventory of FortiNAC. Then we have to validate the credential as well. So it's successful. We click OK. Yeah, so now from the list of site pane, we need to add to the group membership as well. We right click on that, then we select the group membership. We add device to the following group. So we add them to this following group so that FortiNAC can take actions. So select the device the interface status, L2 network devices, L2 wired devices, L2 wireless devices as well, then L3 IP and MAC, then the physical address filtering. Then uh, so we need to set the polling um, timer as well for both the L2 and L3 polling, because FortiNAC needs to consistently evaluate the network, and it does that by polling informations based on L2 and L3 L3 protocol. So we have to set the timer at 5 minutes interval. Save it. So the next thing we want to do is to go to the model configuration of the FortiGate, and also assign the VLANs to each of the networks that we have already, the isolation method and all that. So then model configuration, we have different network access that we need to assign VLANs to. So like the registration, the dead end, quarantine network authentication, the production, guest, BYOD, zero trust, and all that. Then these are the VLANs that would users would have, or yeah, users will be switched to whenever maybe they need to authenticate or they need to register. And also after the registration or authentication, Fortinet will switch them to the production VLANs, which we are also setting here as well. So so set that as the FSSO lab. Okay. So let's add the firewall tags. Um, we have the corporation at the corp, then BYOD guest, zero trust, and all that. Then we need to check that send groups to firewall. So in integrating the FortiNAC with the Fortinet device, we can also leverage on security fabric as well. So the next thing we want to do is to add the Forti switch into the enforcement mode. Go to network inventory, then we expand the Fortigate container, and under the label tab we can highlight the port 2, port 3, and port 4, 5, and we can add those ports to the group of the selected one. So let's just highlight them. So this port will be added to the enforcement mode. So right click. Okay, let's add them to force authentication. So at this point, the current VLAN is set to 1, as you can see. Then from the left side, we can also right click on the Fortigate device, then do an L2 polling process just to complete. Then when we go back to the Forti switch, you would have seen that the VLANs would have changed to the enforcement mode VLAN from VLAN 1 to VLAN 99. So you can see those has changed. So whoever plugs anything to that port will have to either authenticate or do a form of registration before they can be onboarded to FortiNAC. So the next thing let's configure security fabric. So we want to connect FortiGate and FortiNAC on a Forti Fabric platform. So we can have to navigate to security fabric, then fabric connectors. Then we'll have to enable the fabric connector setup, and also ensure that the FortiGate is serving as the fabric route. So we need to configure FortiNAC security fabric connector. So we go straight to FortiNAC and configure the FortiNAC security fabric connector on it as well. that will be the IP address of the FortiGate device, then port 8013. Click. So we need to authorize FortiNAC to join the FortiGate security fabric. Go straight to FortiGate and authorize it in the security fabric setup. So next thing we want to do is to configure FortiNAC dynamic address on FortiGate. Okay. So we have the list now.